green afternoon and green evening to everybody world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe, in different countries, in different time zones, in different conditions. The world has seen a lot of challenges since March 2020, but I think things are getting better now, and we hope that you all are taking care of yourself, your family, your neighbors, your friends, and everybody whosoever is associated directly or indirectly with you in your community. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we need happiness, we need humor, we need music, we need dancing, we need good to talk to, we got to think positive. All that is going to be possible when we are going to make our tourism industry booming once again. Because I spent about 4 decades with the tourism, and at the age of 72, when I talk to you this evening, it's a long journey and it's a wonderful journey. 40 years association with the Northeast India as well. Wonderful people, the art, the craft, the culture, the cuisine, the dances, the music, the colorful people. They are wonderful people on this planet. The need of the hour is when the tourism now has got to open up, we got to think what segments of tourism we can pick up. Although the Honorable Prime Minister has given a beautiful call, and Ministry of Tourism, Government of India is doing a phenomenal work. Additional Director General, Mrs. Baryl, I have seen all the times, all the videos. She's doing commendable work with her team, and she's taking everybody on board. All the associations are doing great job in their respective states, as well as in the center, and of course, the national apex, everybody. This week and tomorrow, that means last Monday we started, today's Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday. 8 beautiful states in the northeast part of India. We are packaging all of them together, and we will share with you how we started this beautiful journey on Monday with Arunachal Pradesh. Opening batsman has always challenges because they have to score also, they have to save the wicket also. So Mr. Shring Wange, you were the opening batsman, and I can understand, but you gave a beautiful scintillating shots of Madhuri Dixit and Shah Rukh Khan, the Koila movie being shot in Arunachal Pradesh for 45 days. And what was the revenue generation? What was the change? All that you had discussed, it's available on the YouTube, people can see. And thereafter, we had moved to the other states. I'll share as we proceed with the program. Let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you. And today, ladies and gentlemen, either the political people or the government officials, they pay for the private people and they all travel together. If you're doing good job, and I think we all are doing good job. So Madam Baryl, she is going to give us the business class ticket, and we all are traveling to Lingpui Airport. We are going to Mizoram. The flight is about to take off. Tighten your seat belts, sit back, relax, and enjoy a beautiful journey. And we all are going to take along, because she was the first person I contacted after Mr. Zoliana, and she was very, very kind to bring all the people. And I'm also thankful to Jennifer Thanga from the, the Mizoram Civil, the services. She was kind enough with Mr. P.L. Thanga, the advisor and the head of the NEC earlier, because I had known them, I requested them, they put me across. And Jennifer, I convey my greetings, gratitude, and thanks to you this evening for giving us those beautiful contacts and putting us across to such a warm lady. And she put a word across to everybody, and all of us, we got together. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in extending a very warm welcome to Madam Baryl. She is from the Aizawl Municipal Corporation when you talk about, and she has been recently elected as a councillor. So first of all, big hand and a big congratulations from our side. We want to see the young people joining and coming into politics and doing extremely well. And another wonderful part is because our focus is film tourism, cinematic tourism, entertainment tourism, musical tourism, media entertainment tourism, and domestic tourism, whatever we are talking about. So she had been the former TV presenter, anchor, host. When you will hear her, if you listen to her on the mobile phone, and if you talk to her, so much of warmth, so much of courtesy, manners, gesture, and everything nicely. My great, great blessings and regards to her. And we pray to Almighty, now she has become the councillor. She should become MLA, then should come to central government, and thereafter taking some position in the government as a minister. And God bless her. That's the way we need the younger generation. Now, when the pandemic was declared on 25th of March 2020, the tourism was the first bird to be hit. And with tourism, you have got hospitality, you've got restaurants, you've got food joints, you've got airlines, you've got retail, you've got shopping, you've got events, you've got everything related to that. When you feel from inside, you have not to refer to any textbook or any notes. It should come from within. Tourism is when you make somebody feel. So everything came to the halt, and people like Mr. Zoliana all the time thinking, what do we do with the tour operators, the travel agents, the tourist transporters, and everybody? And as a president of the Association of the Tour Operators of Mizoram, his role was very, very difficult. What should be done, how it should be done, what should we plan, how we should plan, and what exactly should be done. People are sending me the messages all the way from Canada. Hearty welcome to everybody. Thank you. Okay. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Zoliana, the president of the Association of the Tour Operators of Mizoram. He's also taking care of Omega Travels. Hearty welcome. Mr. Napoleon RZ Thanga, we met the other day also when we had done the opening kind of 8 states together, and we requested Mr. Shringwange, and we spoke to Mr. PK Dong, our senior advisor for the Northeast region, that something should be done. So he is Mr. Napoleon Thangaji, he's a filmmaker, he's a visual media expert, and his firm is Chhakchhuak Production Mizoram. We extend him a very warm welcome. And then we have got Mr. Mapuia. He is another very, very eminent person and film producer. I had a detailed discussion with him. He's working on some project. He would be joining us a little late because he's deep into the forest somewhere where he's working on the project and documentary at this point of time. Mr. Mapuia, our best wishes to you. You're a wonderful person. Keep doing good job. Mr. Victor, first of all, I apologize. I woke you up early in the morning because you slept this morning at 4 o'clock. I thought sun rises very early and you would be up by that time. But I realized it later, so my sincere apologies. I disturbed you early in the morning, but it was around 10 o'clock. You got to accommodate me. He is a wonderful musician. He's a producer, and he's also a YouTuber. He's doing a lot of podcasts, and he has committed to me that as my younger brother, he's going to bring me for the conversation one of these days in his podcast. And we are going to be together because he has got 1.5 million subscribers and the people on his YouTube podcast. We have got Mr. Booma, and Mr. Booma is the eminent musician from the Mizoram. He's an eminent artist and a panelist. There is a body of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India called ICCR, Indian Council of Cultural Relations. So he's an empaneled. Now, you would ask me what exactly is the advantage? So there are different zones in India. You should know there is a north zone, there is a south zone, there is a east zone, there is a west zone, there is a central zone. These people, those are empaneled with the ICCR. They get an opportunity, they get air ticket, they get boarding and lodging, they get travel allowance, they go and perform, and they can be invited world over to any country under the banner of the Ministry of External Affairs through the ICCR. Aim of this exercise is also all the youngsters, those are watching this particular program, they should get an idea what we can do. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be handsome and you got to be beautiful. When you are handsome, you can become Mega Mr. Northeast. And here is Mr. Jonathan Thangeo, and he is Mega, Mr. Northeast 2019. And my deep thanks to Mega Entertainment. Abhijit Singha is doing a great job. All the girls and all the boys from the Northeast, those have been selected, elected, whatever you're doing a great job. And we are also thankful to Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. They're doing great job. So when the flight is landing at Aizawl Airport, and that is called, I'm going to say because we are little away from town of the Aizawl, so it's called Lingpui Airport. When you come to the airport, we will take you by road because Madam Baryl, she has already arranged the transport for us over there. So hearty welcome to Mizoram and Chibai, That is the way you welcome everybody. And we will move now to Aizawl. Then we will go to other places and we are going to enjoy. I still recall staying at Tourist Lodge Chalthalang and going to the city and that Vanappa Hall over there. Yes, great. So hearty welcome, and you can see the musical notes going on the top, and that is coming from the Mizo youth. Our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, which is taking care of, at present, there's a link between India and our Indian diaspora every year abroad. And if you know, all the northeastern states, just some time back, they were invited to Varanasi, and thereafter you had a digital conference also, and everything being done, the whole Northeast being packed together. So next Pravasi Bharati Divas in January, when it comes up, you must enjoy. Let's put entire Northeast together, and Mizoram should give a beautiful, colorful presentation over there. Our chamber has completed 27 years. 1994 we started. Initially, a lot of Punjabis have gone abroad and they have been traveling to different countries, settling down and all that. So 1994, it started with Punjabi Pravasi Divas. And then in 2003, then the Honorable Prime Minister of India, late Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, he got the vision and he got the idea. There was a confluence of different ministries. We all met. What a wonderful legendary. And he decided, why not to have a Pravasi Bharatiya Divas? So ladies and gentlemen, every year, 9th of January was dedicated to Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Somebody may ask, why 9th of January? Because Mahatma Gandhi ji returned from South Africa to India on 9th of January. So welcome to the Northeast part of India. This is a wonderful, amazing landscape of the Almighty, the nature. All the 8 states are so beautiful. But today we are going to enjoy Mizoram. We have already covered with you Arunachal. We have taken Nagaland. We have done Manipur. We have done Assam. We have done Meghalaya. We have done Tripura. And today is Mizoram. And then, of course, tomorrow we will be going to Sikkim. And then we will be concluding this particular series. And thereafter, we will go for the mega conference, which will be all 8 states together. And now it comes on to Northeast India. Welcome to Northeast. There are very less people who can go to certain places. Those are interiors and they're wonderful landscapes. But once you put on army uniform or you're working for the tourism, you can travel to those beautiful treasures of the nature. So I have been one of those fortunate soldiers from the Indian Army who saw the entire Northeast, enjoyed the Northeast, and felt the Northeast, the fragrance. And thereafter, having done my master's and PhD, I moved on deputation to the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. Tomorrow, we are going to show you something very interesting. We will show you the legends of the tourism of this country, and we will discuss. So at present, Honorable Prime Minister has given the call, Dekho Apna Desh, under the Ministry of Tourism. So do make a commitment. You will travel to Mizoram. You will travel to at least 5 places in Northeast part of India. Out of the 15 places, what you're going to travel up to 2022. But if you travel more than that, it's up to you. Today is the day 7th, Monday, 30th of August. Today is a happy Janmashtami also, Lord Krishna's birthday, which is being celebrated world over. And since morning, a lot of greetings. So film tourism destination, welcome to the beautiful state, Mizoram. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire series, a person who I have been giving lots of trouble, lots of telephone call, lots of conversation, lots of packaging, collaboration, deliberation, that is Mr. Shring Wange, the Vice President of the Northeast India Tourism Confederation, the Chief Advisor for Arunachal Pradesh. He is the one who did the entire Koila movie, 45 days shooting in Arunachal Pradesh for the entire film unit from Mumbai. And there are a couple of other movies. If you go to last Monday, today is 30th, if you go to our webinar series, and if you see the last Monday, you can see the clippings of all the slides and every Bombay, Bollywood, Tollywood, Bollywood celebrities together with Mr. Shring Wange. And then he brought as an opening batsman, and that was last Monday. Tuesday, we had gone to Meghalaya. I'm grateful to Mr. E.B. Blah, to whom I was introduced by our senior advisor, Mr. P.K. Dong, with whom we have spent almost 3 decades together. And he introduced me to Mr. Blah. So we are grateful to him. Thank you very much. We had a wonderful Meghalaya journey on Tuesday, last Tuesday. Wednesday, we were in Nagaland. And I'm thankful to Mr. David Solo. He brought all the people together on that particular day. So hearty welcome and thanks. Again, Mr. Bora, Mr. Arijit, all these people, Assam, we had a wonderful journey on Thursday. Friday, we had gone to Tripura. We had Mr. Ajit Kumar Paul and all other dignitaries. It was wonderful, the land of Mr. S.D. Burman and R.D. Burman. And then we had gone to Manipur. What a wonderful deliberation with Mr. Sunzu and Mr. Pavan and Mr. Alexander and Mr. Radhakrishnan, all of them. I never knew that Manipur is celebrating golden jubilee of their films and 50 years they have completed. So ladies and gentlemen, something very nice we should package. Let the world know what all we are doing. And over here, if you see on the right side, I'm bringing with the Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council, the Wellness Sector Skill Council also for you, because children nowadays, they want to talk smart, they want to look smart, they want to walk smart. So welcome to ICSI Media Entertainment Division. And now I'll be taking you to Switzerland, Canada, New Zealand, and UK, and a couple of other places, because our chairman in our chamber was the right hand of late Yash Raj Chopra ji. Manmohan Singh ji, the film director, producer, writer, and he has also sung with Lata Mangeshkar ji, musical notes. He is the one right hand of late Yash Chopra ji, and together they have shot all these films in Switzerland, UK, and all the countries. Dil to Pagal Hai, Dil Wale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, Chandni, Lame, Mohabbatein. And he is the one who brought a dent thereafter into the Punjabi cinema. So welcome to the world of cinematic tourism. Somebody may ask, how cinema and tourism? Whenever you want to promote any place as a tourist destination, what do you want to do? You want to develop a brochure, you want to develop a documentary, you want to develop a film, you want to show to the world. Earlier we were showing slides, and whether it was the OHP slides or the trans slides, and thereafter the world moved on, and slowly and gradually, today what do? We enjoy more YouTube, we enjoy videos. So what do you want? Entertainment, you want humor, you want happiness, you want fun, you want everywhere the social media. Why not? It should do a creative way. If the tourism industry and the film industry, they join hands together, because media entertainment industry has also suffered during this pandemic heavily, because no films being released. And I still recall our chamber in 2005, 16 years back, we got all the production houses together in Mumbai under one roof, and we took all the secretary tourism together and we made them meet with the production houses in Mumbai. And what was the outcome? Single window facilitation services. All the states, those are interested to promote their tourism, you should invite more and more film industry. And when we talk about it, we got the first Bollywood facilitation cell in 2006. I still recall Mr. Vivek Atre. I still call Mr. Jagjit Puri. I still call a couple of other dignitaries, those were associated with this particular project. It was wonderful. And after 2006, within no time, from single window, everybody was getting clearance in Chandigarh just from the tourism department and tourism facilitation officer for the Bollywood dedicated. Thereafter, the decision makers, whether political people or bureaucrat or whosoever is there, if you take a correct decision, timely decision, positive decision, pragmatic decision, you can do wonders on this planet. We made a request to the Union Minister for Tourism in the center. We discussed with him, and Dr. Lalit Pamarji, he was the Secretary Tourism 2015, 8th of April. The entire country's Secretary Tourism got together under one roof with the Ministry of Tourism, and we made a presentation to them. What is the econometric model? How much employment, how much entrepreneurship, how much infrastructure, how much development you can bring if you bring tourism and cinema together? And Ministry of Tourism gave the note that day, and within next 1 month, 8th of April, we had the deliberations in Delhi, and 8th of May, the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India was with us in Mumbai with all the association meeting and production houses which we arranged, and everybody met over there. We showcased the case and everybody gave us support. And I'm so very happy to share with you 1,180 films are being produced in the country. Welcome to Northeast part of India. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to share, we took, with the support of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, all the northeastern states together to Mumbai, and we brought all the ASEAN countries together. And that was on 30th of June 2017. And there were more than 500 dignitaries together on a common platform. Janu Barwaji, I'm so grateful to you. He gave the keynote address, and Bhupen Hazarika ji's late, all the people, those are from his team. And we got the showcasing of all the films together and documentaries. It was something wonderful, which we all enjoyed under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. So ladies and gentlemen, here is an Ernst and Young report. If any state, if any country is interested to promote their tourism and they want to generate employment and entrepreneurship and build an infrastructure, you got to simplify, you got to incentivize, and you got to promote which segment? That's called film tourism, cinematic tourism, entertainment tourism. That's an Ernst and Young report of 2019. Thereafter, we had gone to Manipur. Here is the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur releasing our document in which we had done over there. And that was in 2018, 22nd, 23rd. Then we had gone to Nagaland. Mr. Nipur Rio, the Honorable Chief Minister. We had the complete deliberations and everything. And we took the United Nations people, UNGC, United Nations Global Compact. What Northeast needs? Better connectivity, more flights, easy to travel, no problems, no difficulties, and there should be more. And that's why we had a day-long deliberation with all the aviation industry people over there. And thereafter, the outcome was additional flights, everything moving in over there. It's only due to the pandemic temporary phase. And thereafter, Honorable Prime Minister, on 3rd and 4th of February 2018, 6,000 non-resident Indians, Advantage Assam, and everybody from the Northeast got together. Northeast India Buddhist tourism, spiritual, again, we got Venerable Dr. Dhammapiya, Malingamu, and all the dignitaries. This is something I'm proud of Mizoram. As a soldier, I salute Mizoram. I salute everybody in Mizoram state. They're wonderful people. How and why? Somebody would ask me this question. Nirmala Sitharamanji, on 1st of February 2021, when she presented the first digital budget from her laptop, she announced 100 additional scenic schools coming up in the northeast part of India so that more children can join. Now, Mizoram is the first state in India which sent 6 girls joining what? Scenic schools. Remember, think, dream, if 100 young boys and girls from the Northeast getting commissioned together in the Army, Navy, and Air Force, and glittering stars all around and walking together. What a beautiful scenario. Right after the budget, we invited 31 webinars by the principals of the scenic schools and all the dignitaries of the scenic schools. I'm proud of all these officers who had come and they shared their thought process with us. Here is the CEO of Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council. Why this slide is important? All the young boys and girls, if you're looking forward to Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India support, and if you want to set up some training center at your own without spending any money and children to get free education, you should work out a strategy with the Ministry of Skill Development, and Mr. Mohit Soni is the head of the media entertainment. This is under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, where every child is given 3 months, 6 months, 1 year program. Our focus is how to revive tourism, how to go by, because now tourism has to open up. Another wonderful case study. If you want to promote cinematic tourism in your state, you must understand the economic impact of film tourism vis-a-vis other kind of tourism. If you go through our YouTube 1126 webinar, you will come to know it was on 19th of August. We have done the complete case study of Noida Film City, which is coming up in 1,000 acre. And that is in 2024 first part, 27 second part, 29 third part. And at the cost of 6,000 crore, when they're building, they are planning to earn a revenue of 25,000 crore with approximately 3 lakh visitors. And you can well imagine how much employment and entrepreneurship. We have done the complete series. We are today going to complete 7th stage, and we will be having one more Sikkim, that is tomorrow, and that would be completing and thereafter. So ladies and gentlemen, that's Sikkim tomorrow at 8 p.m. And also we are starting a new series tomorrow at 5 p.m. every day. This webinar series at 8 p.m. Monday to Sunday, no holiday. Every day we are together, all of us. But tomorrow onward, we are starting another webinar series that's on golf tourism, green tourism. We are going to have about 20 episodes with you, and where we are covering up the entire golf tourism potential, holiday and leisure of the entire country. We will talk, and Mr. Rajan Sehgal will be with us, President, India Golf Tourism Association, from tomorrow. So whatever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. We have to come together. We have to focus on service industry, because services sector is contributing 60% to India's GDP today. You can well imagine if that is the focus. So welcome to Mizoram, and that's a peace space, Mizoram tourism, something wonderful, colorful, beautiful, scintillating, and that is the recommendation from our chamber. All of us, we got to get together. You can see it later. You can go through because it's available on YouTube. So sound, light, action, cinema, and tourism. For cinematic tourism, extending a very warm welcome to Madam Baryl, Mr. Zoliana, Mr. Napoleon, Mr. Mapuia, Mr. Victor, Mr. Booma, and Mr. Jonathan. Wherever you are, join me in extending a very warm welcome to these dignitaries. Those are joining us today. And with these words, ladies and gentlemen, it's such a pleasure. Our flight has landed at Lungpui Airport, and it is a hearty welcome. And they all are there to give you a wonderful, wonderful, warm welcome. And I can see Mr. Victor coming with the flowers right over there at the airport. And Mr. Zoliana is coming with the tourism delegation over there. And Mr. Napoleon is coming with his entire crew and the unit over there. Mr. Jonathan is coming as a handsome mister. Mr. Booma is having a musical program over there. And Madam Baryl is giving the complete political support to us that we want to promote Mizoram. We want to develop Mizoram. So ladies and gentlemen, we would request all the dignitaries, we would go on, and Mr. Zoliana, because you are the head of the entire program, and I would request you, after you have seen the entire journey of this evening, thereafter you can sum up and you can give your vision to us on the cinematic tourism, on the film tourism, on the entertainment tourism. But let's go to the TV anchor and the TV host in the past, and now the political figure, Madam Baryal, to take on the journey forward. Hearty welcome to all of you.
Hello, Chibai.
Chibai, ma'am. Chibai. Hearty welcome, ma'am.
Thank you for the warm welcome and for the wonderful but undeserved introduction. I'm so honored and humbled, and thank you all. It's very nice to see you, even though we're in the same state, but it's been a while that we meet each other due to this pandemic coronavirus. So it's a vain, and thank you for this great opportunity, Dr. Sharma. I mean, this is quite a platform for all of us, because we're going to give our opinions, our vision. We're going to share everything that we have had inside our head and our mind for years and years. But knowing that I'm not specialized in tourism subject, I am nobody to talk about this. So I don't know, I might get my figures wrong, my facts wrong. So I do apologize beforehand. It's kind of a disclaimer to that. So yeah, I wish that I can talk about my state, how beautiful, the scenic beauty and everything, but we know that the time is kind of tight right now, and I have to give time to all of my friends and my fellow guests here, so I would cut it short on that. It's a very beautiful land. It's, even though it's narrow, even though it's kind of steep, but then it's wonderful. You have been here yourself, Mr. Dr. Sharma, right? So you have seen the beauty with your own eyes. So they might say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but I believe that everybody who stepped inside our land would agree with me, agree with you at the same time when it comes to the beauty. And but tonight, as taking this as an opportunity to discuss with you, or to get some answer, to get some suggestion and advice from you, because when I saw all of the slides that you have shown at the very beginning, I was so jealous. I was so envious of the other states. Why isn't it happening to Mizoram yet as of now? I was like, okay, the other states are very fortunate, but what had happened to us? We do lots of film. Mr. Zoliana and Mr. Napoleon would be talking about that. How long it has been, how long the cinematic world, how long the film have been developed, and how it has jumped from there to here now. But then thinking about that, thinking about how the span of the time, but there is nothing worth mentioning, I believe. I mean, to the viewers right now, I'm so sorry that we can't be bragging about not even a single film, talking about Bollywood, or for that matter, maybe the film made by the other states. So I was like, okay, so this has to change with the help of Dr. Sharma, and with the help of all the people in tourism, from state to nation to the central. I believe that it would change. So I would like to give my points here. I don't know whether I'm sticking to the topic or not. If I'm not, Dr. Sharma can take care of it. Maybe he can guide me back to that. I believe that there are two factors when it comes to tourism. One is push, and the other is pull theory, a factor. So as of now, what we have been practicing in our state is the push theory, the push factor, push tourism. And push tourism means you go to other state to refresh and to relax yourself. But pull tourism means you pull the tourist, you attract them to come to your state. But even though it's natural beauty, even though this has been created by God and given to us by God, but I think even in the 2021, the 21st century, we are not quite there. So how do we get to the pool tourism, to the pool theory? Because push tourism, it's good for an individual, for those who can spend. But what about who cannot spend, but who need a break and who need to refresh themselves, you know? So we have to think in general, I believe. So we may not have the infrastructure, we may not have monuments and forts and historical places like the other states, because this state is pretty young, as we all know. So two, or I think I can say two things that we are highly potential is, one is ecotourism, and two is adventure tourism, where, as we all know what adventure tourism is. Adventure tourism means you go physically, get involved with it, and then you explore at the same time. And ecotourism, it's for the nature lover, we all know what it means. So that is a potentiality. So I believe like we need to find out our potential first of all. So I think I am, logically speaking, practically speaking, I'm not just making up, or I'm not just thinking about like what cannot be achieved, but I'm talking about what can be achieved, what can be practiced, what can be done in our state to generate more tourists, to let's say, to elevate the tourism, and also to collaborate and build bridges between tourism and entertainment. So like I have mentioned, I would like to, when it comes to the cinematic and the theme tourism, I was looking up, and I was doing a little bit of stalking on Dr. Sharma as well, because I want to see in what events he participated. And I found out that you were all over the world. You were having connections with everybody. So I feel like tourism is more about not just about attracting tourists, but it's also about having connections, being connected from people from one world to another world, right? So I was very, like I said, I was envying you for all that. I have seen beautiful posters, flyers, and I wish that, okay, maybe I could be like him one day. And 40 years in tourism, that was just amazing and wonderful. So I think tonight we're just going to put out what we need, what we, even though we're the guest, even though we're the speaker, but we're seeking for answer. We're seeking for some suggestions so that we can bloom and flourish, because we have what it takes, I believe. Yes, the land, the state, the people are ready, but what is still missing here? Like you said, the connectivity. We have beautiful destinations. We have beautiful places where Bollywood films can be shot, where things like that can take place, maybe a music video. We have many singers who sing beautiful Hindi song, who sing beautiful English song. But what we don't have is an exposure. What we don't have is connection, is contact number. So as of now, even though I'm not any specialized in tourism, but I feel like I'm representing the youth. I'm representing the skilled, the talented youth of the Mizos. So that's why I was just going to that extent. I hope it's not too much to put up and too much to request. So we need a better connection, easier access. And, when it comes to the Mizos, everybody says that we are close-knitted society, very close to each other. There is not much of VIP culture. But the thing is, why aren't we close to the other society? Why aren't we open up to the world? Even though we have all of this, we are, I should say, we have everything, what it takes. As a musician, Mr. Victor is here, and the filmmaker, Mr. Napoleon, and Boom is one of the, I think, he even have, Boom would tell you yourself. I think you don't want me to spell it. Yes, there are many, many things. And we have done a lot of talent show, a lot of beat contests, a lot of solo contests and singing contests, but it stopped in our state. I wish that at least one of the singers are featured in some Bollywood movies, so that, like, I think you've heard of the beautiful Esther, the one who sang the Vanneihsangi and yes, Jana Gana Mana. So likewise, we that's what we need, at least one song, one singer. So it's like I said, we need access, and that's going to open up the world of tourism and entertainment together, because my friends used to tell me that when they were shooting some Bollywood movies down there in Bangalore, he was in the front row and he was paid to be the person who died first when there was a fight happening. But he still said it proudly, with pride and joy. He said this even after 10, 15 years. Why? Because he feel like he belongs there, because he feel like he have connections in Bangalore with the Bollywood movies. So it's not, like I said, it's not just about refreshing and relaxing. It's about physical, it's about accepting each other. It's about connecting each other with other states and sharing what we have to share. I think I'm going too fast and I'm going too wide, so I'm sorry about that. But like I said, when it comes to film tourism, I don't know why we are not in that stage where the Manipur can celebrate that kind of connections with the Bollywood and films by shoot there. I think you mentioned Shah Rukh Khan and Madhuri. Yes.
Arunachal.
In Arunachal. Yes. So they are very fortunate. And I think I haven't been there, but I think our land is as beautiful as that. I think there's a place where they can shoot. It's kind of like hilly though. Maybe they can shoot some kind of romances where they used to run around in mountains. We have seen a lot of that. So, and also maybe the Mizos also need to, I think, to open up our world. As of now, we are closed, I can say. That's the reason why we are not bloomed yet. So I think the answer is within the directors, the tour guide, and the cameraman, the videographer themselves. I'm just asking a question since it's not my line. So overall, what I'm saying is, like, even as for me, let me just talk a little bit about my own profession, my former profession. I was like you have introduced me. I was a host. I was a TV presenter, but when people say you have the talent and the potential to go beyond, I was like, no, I'm not. No, I can't. That kind of negative thoughts, or that kind of closed wall has already been put on into us. We grew up with that. We thought our state is where it ends. The local is where it ends. But now that you have opened up the world and you have connected us, Dr. Sharma, I think truly because of you, on base of you, I think we can get more exposure. We can get more opportunity in the other states. And also language is one of the problems, clearly. The Arunachal, they speak Hindi, Manipuri, Nagaland, everybody speaks, but except in our state, even though there are many, many who are very good at it, but I think they don't have the opportunity as well. So I was thinking, how about a spoken Hindi class, a spoken Hindi tuition? Can it be arranged? Because not everybody afford to go into a spoken Hindi school. We can't pay for it. But then we still want to learn. We still want to practice. Maybe an online class once a week, twice a week can help us. Because I've watched, believe me or not, I've watched a lot of Hindi movies since I was very young. From Kuch Kuch Hota Hai to Kal Hona Ho, from Kya Kehna. Even though I don't understand, but I was very attracted to it, because I'm interested, knowing that I'm Indian, knowing that this is part of us. So that's why I learn a little bit by bit, but it's very hard to practice here when your friends and families don't speak. So how could you just open up your world and do a hosting in Mizo, in other state? That's impossible. So we need to learn, even if it comes to English or Hindi, we need to have a better place to learn and to practice at the same time. We were thinking of one show, since like I've said, contests have been held, but since when it comes to show, like a hosting, you can't just say who is the best host and organize a contest. It's impossible. What are the hosts going to do? They can't just come and showcase it like that. But we are thinking of we know that there are many people who are very good in talking and speaking. So we wanted to promote them. We wanted to shape them and mold them in the best way we can. So we would like to have some kind of a program. Maybe it could be a contest or any other thing, with the help of the central, maybe, because when you're going to organize a program, first thing that comes into your mind is sponsorship, financial aid, financial help. So we have nothing, but yet we still want to promote and develop the other person who are interested in RJing, maybe in hosting. I have seen that you were doing on 1st of August, they were doing how to be an RJ. I've seen that. I'm very disappointed that I'm not invited. I'm just kidding, and that's all right. There are many people who have asked me how to be an RJ, how to become this, how to become that. I was fortunate. So the step was open, the world was open for me. But not everybody's fortunate. Not everybody's going to go my way. I was in radio, All India Radio 2015, digital entertainment 2016. And then it goes on like that, But for people, they have to struggle. So how do we help them? I hope I'm not going too far from the film tourism, because since I'm talking about my own specialization, I do apologize because of that. But we can help them. And we think we know how. But the thing is, we need support, probably from the state and from the central as well. And when coming back to the film and the cinematic tourism, I can see how much they were going to generate. 3 billion. That was the target. Was it a target?
Yes.
Yes. So it's just amazing. Like,
that's before pandemic. Before pandemic.
Okay.
Yes, that was the opening. That was the target.
Okay. So after the pandemic, has the target changed? Or
little bit, because it has impacted the whole industry.
Yes.
It has impacted the whole industry. Yeah.
Definitely. So anyway, nevertheless, 1 billion it's a huge deal. So I was reading one magazine, one newspaper. BTS, we all know BTS, the Korean boy band. We thought they were just coloring their hair and singing. But no, they contributed 1 billion to their state, to their nation. That's how they do. Even in the entertainment world, people donated and contributed for the betterment and development of their state. So I wanted to do it that way. And I guess tonight you can help us. You can give us the answer. And like I say, the place, the everything, the state, everything is ready. I believe we are ready. Let's hope, because I would like to hear what my friends have to say first of all, and then I'll be noting down on that. If I missed a point, I'm sorry, but that was just what's in my head and my heart for so long. So now that I'm having the opportunity, I'm just bringing it out to you. Thank you so much for the opportunity once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Very kind of you. Thanks a lot. It was really nice getting so much of insight from you. There are two things very important I would like to share. Although she had been very kind to mention easy access, better connectivity, and we are a little close knitted and we got to open up. And at the same time, tourism and entertainment can work together. Why not to be closer and working together? And finally, she was talking about, when she was talking about RJ, VJ, anchors, TV hosting, newscaster. So I would like to tell something very important over here to all boys and girls. On 6th of, that is 5th is India's Teachers' Day. 5th is a Sunday. That's a Teachers' Day, India's Teachers' Day function. On 6th evening at the same time, we are bringing the entire Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, Government of India. We are getting all of them together on a common platform where we are discussing how to set up your own center with the support of the Government of India, and how to get children getting educated without paying any money. And these are the tips which we have to give it. On 6th of September, we are covering Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council. And on 7th September, we are bringing the whole Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council from the Government of India. They all will be coming from, and that show may last 2 hours because we want to satisfy everybody from the whole country. Any child who want to be a startup, they want to start their business, they want to come up anywhere. So that's going to be on 6th and 7th. That's what I want to announce today itself, so that everybody gets an idea. So with these words, I'm so grateful to Madam Baryl. You have got a great responsibility on your shoulder now, because when you get into political arena, I owe a lot to Pu Zoram Thanga, because he's a wonderful man and spent a considerable time with him. I understand he's a very, very dynamic person. I walked a lot of places in Mizoram with him on barefoot. You know, we both have traveled and I've seen quite a bit of it. So a lot can be done in the state, and I'm sure we all will do it together. With these words, let me get Mr. Victor in. Mr. Victor, because you had been kind to get Mr. Booma also. So I would request you be the first male opening batsman now, and you have got a great responsibility. Short, crisp, quick, something nice. Score as many sixers as you can. And let's be me on the other side. I will just do the running. You will do the batting. Let's go ahead now together, and good partnership we have to work out, because Jonathan is just posting to all his friends, come watch. It's a beautiful program going on. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
Mr. Sharma. Thank you so much. Yeah, I apologize that you called me up early in the morning, because I was having another program last night. So it's not your fault, sir. It's my fault that I didn't wake up early, because it's my fault. Anyway, yeah, Miss Baryl has mentioned a lot of things that I was trying to talk about, because she's one of the greatest, spokesperson, host, entertainer that we ever had in Mizoram. And she's a good friend of mine. And I want to thank her for bringing me up to this program. And thank you so much, Baryl. Me as a musician, I would like to talk about the music part, that where tourism and music gets together. So in Nagaland, as we all knew that, Hornbill was one of the biggest tourist attraction that ever happened in Nagaland in other states. And now Arunachal and other states like Meghalaya, they have NH7. But here in Mizoram, we have quite a small music events. For example, Anthurium Festival. That's what we have. It's not really a music festival, but it's a flower festival. But that is where music happens. It happens at Riek. But I was wondering, it's a good platform for the Mizo society, but for a tourist, I don't know whether it's going to be a big thing, because when they come to the Anturium Fest, there's nothing much comparing to other states that happens. And in Muifang or Chalfavangkut, at the old airfield at Baryl, they used to have, we used to have the Chalfavangkut. So that is where music happens, food, you know, and all those balloon thing. I forgot the name of all those things. It happens out there. So and Mizoram is really big in motorcycle racing. We don't even have a normal racetrack, but they put tires around the track, and then we have professional riders who can be the champion of the national champion from Mizoram. So what I was thinking is that if the state government promotes this MIMSA, the bike racing, and if we have a proper, racetrack, that will really attract the motorcyclists and all those racers across the country. And regarding the music, it's the music hub. This Mizoram is one of the biggest music hub in the Northeast. Everybody from the different states really appreciates what's happening from here. And I would like to talk about the Hornbill Festival, that even there are lots of bands from Mizoram who has participated out there and won the competitions as well. So Mizoram is a very big music hub. We have plenty of bands, we have plenty of singers. As Baryl mentioned earlier, we have plenty of singers who can perform Hindi, English, Mizo, and all those. So we don't even have one, place to have an outdoor concert, because amphitheater is what we really need here in Mizoram. If we have those kind of thing, we could bring out, all the bands from the Northeast, from the states. There's nothing compared to other states, So I would like to have all those things from the government, but we didn't really have a good support from the government in the music business. We have a good support in sports and stuff, but in the music, so we don't have it. So I think, to be honest, music really brings people together as a tourism. So now one department, it's called MYC, Mizoram Youth Commission, is putting up this competition just to it's happening now. So they will be organizing another music festival in the near future. So for Mizoram, this is, how to say, music is one of the biggest thing that can bring tourists in. So I would like to request the government, or if we have good support from the government or from the central, I think we can make it big. And then lastly, I would like to say that in Mizoram, it's a silent city where there's no honking. I have friends who visited Mizoram, and then what they realize is that, what's wrong with your city? There's no such motor horns honking in Aizawl city. So that is the beautiful thing about Aizawl, and I would like to mention about that too. And I think that's my point. Baryl has mentioned so many things that I was having in mind. So I think that is all that I can say now, Mr. Sharma. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and we wish you all the best for your podcast. And also something very nice what you have mentioned, MYC, the Mizo Youth Commission. That something is very nice, bands, singers, and everything. Let's do one day a musical program of Mizoram together for the all NRIs world over. And this is something, because Madam Baryal was telling that people ask for the money. So this is one way. We don't ask for the money. Let's get together and put the talent together, because talent can go together. That is something very interesting, which we all can do. So with these words, I'm grateful to Mr. Victor. And now with the permission of Mr. Napoleon, because he is a big brother from the media entertainment industry, and he would like to know what exactly is going on and how we can take it forward. can we, with the permission of Mr. Zoliana ji and Mr. Napoleon, we can bring some musical, little bit of a notes by Mr. Booma and something he can bring interesting. Let's feel Mizoram. Let's get the pulse of Mizoram. Let's get something of Mizoram. Let me feel I am back to Aizawl and I'm staying at Tourist Lodge Chalthalang and the guest house of the government, which is right over there before I take a road and travel towards by road by Shillong from there. Let me just enjoy over there. Okay, Mr. Booma, let's have something from your side, something very musical before I get the picture being shot by Mr. Napoleon on your performance. Okay, let's have a little bit from your side. Okay.
Unmute. Okay, can you hear me?
We
Hello,
can
hello.
we can
Okay.
hear you. We can hear you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Major Gulshan Sharma and Victor for the introduction. So, talking about today, I was quite busy when your secretary called regarding this sudden podcast. I was quite busy tonight also, but then such an opportunity was too good to miss. So
Thank you.
today, I think we had finally signed the first. It's like a semi MOU, regarding how to improve the top 5 artists from Perkuang, and then to eventually give them a platform in the outside market, Southeast Asian market, and then to create cross-cultural collaborations, and so as to promote our artists across India and abroad. And let's see how it is going to work out, because things are still at a very, very premature stage as of now. And then secondly, yes, I have made a few I've since I was nearby at the government secretary today. As soon as I had time, I went to meet Mr. Lal Eng Moya, who is the tourism director of Mizoram, and then took insights from him also as well. And then I also suggest that you should all follow Mizoram tourism page on Instagram. They upload nice, wonderful pictures and videos. And then right now they are doing a video competition where the winners is getting the winner will get around 1.5 L or something like that. I'm not so sure, huh? So something like that. They're having the competition is going on, and then this MYC competition is also going on. So there are two competitions going on at once together, which is singing competition, where the top 5 artists will be invested by the government in their career, and then in their so that they might reach the level that is required to reach, what do you say, like entrepreneurship level, huh? All of those. And then secondly, this video thing is happening, so which is pretty nice for the time being. And regarding our topic, Northeast India film tourism, I think this is a very good idea. Why don't we just make a film city here in Mizoram, huh? Like a proper one? I've heard there is one in Ailong, but it has been burned down or something. I'm not so sure. I haven't had time to research on that because I am just new. And then if I was informed a little bit earlier, I could have done a little bit of research and then went there and then go there personally myself also. But I think this is a highly needed infrastructure that is much required. If we have a proper film city, we don't need like that much of a big acre. We don't need to cut down the trees that so much, because anyway, because we can make use of the natural resources that we have. We can make a music city which is different, a music and film city which is totally different. We can make use of our natural resources like a bamboo, so that whenever there is a scene, maybe someone wants to shoot a kung fu movie, huh, with bamboos and with all those historical film, they can come and shoot, and then also people, I mean, Mizo people, how honest we are, and for nature lovers also, it is second to none and local forced labor is good, and our physics is also well built, and then there are so many other spots that you can come, like uh, unlimited rolling hills. You can see unlimited rolling hills, and I've heard that it has been awarded the best green state by Travel and Leisure magazine 2021. And then 90% of our area is still under is totally tropical forest by Forest Survey of India 2020. Happiest state by
Booma,
the
you're
Print
breaking.
magazine Times
Your
of India.
signal is unstable.
Come again.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. And then
He's-
shop without
he's-
keepers.
He's
Based on
only
age-old traditions.
he's only convincing Mr. Booma, Mr. Napoleon, that he should make a movie for you. He's convincing Mr. Napoleon. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And so I think if we can have a total package of all this stuff, if the government is willing to invest in our state, I think all of us are very welcome, and we will oblige, and I think we will just do really well because we are at the border also, and then we can have links with Thailand, Burma. I don't know for Burma right now, but then in the near future, let's hope it will get better. We can have links with Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, and then if with this whatever the government project, this big government project is working out, and then it could be a very good gateway to welcome filmmakers from all parts of Southeast Asia to Mizoram. And then thirdly, let us create a musical museum, the biggest musical museum in the Northeast. It will have everything. The topic will be so huge, like saying musical museum, that I'll just have to end it there, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Very kind of you. This musical museum is a very good idea because all the traditional equipments, instruments, all that can be put over there. And every evening you can have a performance of all the 8 states together, and children can get a lot of opportunity for their employment, entrepreneurship, startup. And this will be additional attraction, something very nice. I think tourism department should give you a special award for this idea, because this is something very nice which you have given to.
I think you should connect me with the right people so that I can share my plans and ideas.
Yes, certainly.
Let us connect. Let us connect.
Yes. I would request Mr. Napoleon, because we are old friends and you have been very, very kind. And Mr. Victor, yes, I know you got to go for your podcast. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. It was such a pleasure to have you with us, and we look forward to have you once again. So I would request Mr. Napoleon, Mr. Thanga, the filmmaker, to kindly just share his vision and his views and be an inspiration for the younger generation, what all they can do, how they can do. And we want to make Mizoram as a film hub. And, we want entertainment hub through the lens. Switzerland, how much they got promoted in tourism just because of Yash Chopra's films being shot over there. So Mr. Napoleon Thanga ji.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
Pleasure.
Actually, Mr. Mapuia should have said something regarding films. I think he's much more experienced and better than me. But nevertheless, I'll just say you my experience because I've been traveling to many film festivals amongst the Mizo filmmakers. Not many Mizo filmmakers go out of Mizoram to attend film festivals. I've attended Film Bazaar and Ifi Goa thrice. Speaking of today's topic, when I was informed, so I was just looking at this film policy of Uttar Pradesh. So it reminded me of how other states are doing. Even Jharkhand also has a film policy. Unfortunately, Mizoram doesn't have any film policy. till date, but it'll take time. Amongst Northeast, many states still don't have film policy. Sikkim has, Manipur has, and Assam, I think, has a film policy. Apart from that, I think we are in a very nascent stage. And regarding single window also, Mizoram we don't have a single window clearance system till now, which would have been better if it was implemented. But again, now for these things to happen, the film industry must boom. So I'll be speaking based on my experience. What Mizoram has to offer. Mizoram has many great things to offer. Number one, Mizoram is a very peaceful state. It is the most peaceful state in Northeast and in India. I remember 3 years back when I was in Film Bazaar, Goa. I was one of the group discussion member, panelist, alongside with Pradeep Purba from Meghalaya and Sange Dorji from Arunachal. When we were talking about films in Northeast, and the question was, thrown to the audience, one of the audience, he said, Northeast is a very insecure place. Why should we go there? But it actually is not. Many states, maybe Nagaland problem, or maybe Manipur, there may be a problem there regarding, some underground activities, but the other states are very peaceful. So that is a misconception that many of the outsiders think and look Northeast, especially Mizoram. Mizoram is a very peaceful state. We have a very low crime rate. Women are safe. So that is one advantage. Security. If a filmmaker shoots in Mizoram, he or she must and will think about the security of him, her, or his crew members. I can say that it's a very secure place. Mizoram is a very peaceful state. Number two, Mizoram has a very good natural resource. It has a good, lush green exotic location. We have Thangeo. It's blooming. Thangeo is blooming. You have a golf course in Thangeo, one of the best golf course in India. Many music videos are being shot in Thangeo golf course, and you have in the vicinity you have waterfalls and many other good places. So,
and, Mr. Napoleon, there is a comment from Mr. Rajan Sehgal, the president of the India Golf Association.
Yeah.
And he's writing over here, good evening, everybody in Mizoram. Great state. With the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, there is an 18-hole international golf course in Mizoram. And it has got beautiful, the ground and amazing where people can enjoy. So particularly celebrities, when they come, they get tired. They need wellness and they need holiday and leisure tourism activities.
Yeah, that's
Great.
right.
So we endorse totally. Please go ahead.
Not only golf course, just side by it, you have a very nice exotic cabins. If I'm not mistaken, some 15 to 20 houses are there, very well furnished. That's one good advantage. And moreover, when we talk about Mizoram, we think it's a hilly area. Thangeo is not a hilly area. It's surrounded by mountains. It's a valley type, like Imphal. And then other areas you have Champhai. Champhai is also a very good place to shoot. So these are the places. When you come. When a filmmaker from outside, he or she comes, they usually think the location, the Reiki part, very important. Then you have the people. Peopling is also you have local talents. And when you talk about tourism, it's about business. What can a filmmaker from Mizoram benefit out of it is what I see as a filmmaker's point of view. We can provide a lot of things. We can provide local talents. We can provide experts. If a filmmaker from outside shoots, he or she will need a local line producer or a PA, production assistant, or local actors, local talents.
So it would generate a lot of employment.
Yeah,
It
local
would generate
employment.
a lot of entrepreneurship. It will
Yeah.
build infrastructure. It will have a lot of startups. It
Yeah.
will have a lot of edtech platforms for the media entertainment industry. Overall, it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, win-win situation. And then
Yes.
local filmmakers will learn a lot of things
Yes.
out of it.
Yes.
If Shah Rukh Khan comes and shoot,
Yeah. Yeah.
or if Priyanka Chopra or what he comes, she made a film in Sikkim,
Yes.
Bahuna. What? Is it now? Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
So the local Sikkim got a lot of, exposure out of it. So we can learn. It's about learning also, apart from rendering our service. Mizoram has to offer, we can offer this servicing sector in one way, in larger way. So when we talk about tourism, film tourism is a niched form of tourism.
Mr. Napoleon, from Delhi, when you talk about Delhi tourism, the gentleman who handled the entire public relation, communication and film shooting, he's also watching this particular program, and he's telling right over here, amazing Mizoram. His name is Sudhir Sopti, and the entire PK movie and other movies which have been shot in Delhi and around, he was the person in charge from Delhi tourism. So hearty welcome to him. Hearty welcome to Mr. Rajan Sehgal. People, those are joining from London and Canada, very hearty welcome. Pleasure to have all of you. People are joining from Arunachal Pradesh, and a lot of comments are coming on the YouTube. I'm grateful to all of them. So Mr. Napoleon, your concluding remarks before I go to the handsome Mr. Jonathan, because we got to inspire the young boys and girls. What would be your recommendation? One positive recommendation final, because you have shown UP tourism policy, film policy, you have shown Jharkhand policy also. And we have shared that now UP is coming up with the 1,000 acre, the film city also mega project, which is going to generate. So what is your one recommendation you would like to give from this platform?
Okay. When people think about Mizoram, coming to Mizoram, they talk about, many of them talk about, from my experience, in Mizoram, if you come to Mizoram, you need ILP, inner line permit. But that's not an issue. You come here for 14 days, you report to a nearby police station, and then you can extend your stay. So, and the other thing is, if you get hold of a good local coordinator or local filmmaker or local tour operator, he or she will be able to help you without any problem. Mizoram is a very peaceful state.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And there's no issue regarding ILP.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. That's a wonderful input from your side. I never required it because when I was wearing the uniform, I do not know about it, so I've never.
Officials are not required. Government service officials are not.
Great, great.
Required.
Thank you. That's lovely. And Mr. Booma, you can tell meanwhile Director Tourism to come on the YouTube, and he should post the website where the competition is going on, because a lot of youth are writing to me and they are telling me, where is that 1.5 lakh video competition? We want to know that. Children need pocket money. Children need some financial assistance. So please tell your Director Tourism of Mizoram, he can come on the YouTube, just post your website and that particular competition so that children can see.
Okay,
so with these words,
I'll do with MYC also. I'll post
yes,
it
please.
in the comment.
We would request Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, hearty welcome to you. Pleasure. And you're such a handsome person. Let's hear you. Let's have your views. And whatever you want to tell the youth and the younger generation, what they should do, the boys and girls, let's have your views. Please go ahead. And from USA, Mr. Natarajan, Dr. Natarajan is joining from Texas. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, first and foremost, thanks a lot. Thank you so much for giving me this podium, this opportunity. And yeah, I'll just start off with all the formalities. I'll get it done with. I agree with most of what the guys before me have said, the guys and girl, Baryl, and more or less I agree with them. And we all have this one view, one idea about a future of Mizoram. And I think one common thing we all see here, a pattern, is that we don't have that much exposure comparatively. And I don't know if it's the ILP or not, but whatever it is, my viewpoint, which I want to give, I'll keep my speech short and simple. I think, and moreover, most of the people here have already said what I wanted to say. Me, what I believe is like, right now, as of right now, whatever all those plans that we have, like starting up a movie, production company, or a, music festival, holding all those kind of events and infrastructure and all. What I believe is whenever you want to start any kind of business, the first and foremost thing, what the people who are trying to engage in that business, what they are looking for is the ease of access. And if that ease of access, like right now, we do have, by God's grace, by God's wonderful grace, we have a good airport. Railway system is also extending in the process, and we have a good inland road transport system. But if we start from those basic elements, and we can get, and the locations, wherever the locations or the place accommodations, all these basic things are taken care of, only then I think it'll be more attractive, what I believe.
Great, wonderful. And something nice poster you have got at the back. There is no substitute for hard work. Wow. And little bit, one more poster is there behind you. What is that? It's little hidden. Never hope for it more than you work for it. Wow. There's one more poster. One more poster. I'm tempted. I'm hungry. It's gone to be hard, but hard doesn't, what is that? Just take your hand off. Does not mean impossible. Yeah, that's great. And that's the inspiration which makes you basically Mr. Northeast from Mizoram. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Zoliana, the president of the Tour Operators Association of Mizoram, and the gentleman who is also having Omega Travels. I would request you to kindly share your vision and your views. You heard everybody, and you had the entertainment industry, you had the tourism industry, you had the young boys, and I can say young boys and girls. That's the way I can make a mention. So let's have you, Mr. Zoliana. What would you like to tell from your side as a head of the Tourism Association, as a president? Kindly unmute your mic, sir.
Yeah.
Please, we can hear you.
Good evening, everybody. I have been listening to all the young people speaking about what they see Mizoram as. Two of my nephews are here. Booma is there, and Napoleon is there. By the way, Napoleon is known as Napo.
Okay.
He is usually called Napo. Actually, I am more of a tour operator, tourism practitioner. And it is my passion that people should come and see the beautiful state of Mizoram. Not only Mizoram, the entire Northeast. The Northeast consists of 8 states, 8 beautiful young ladies like Baryl. These are the places where people are yet to come. People say Northeast is unexplored. It is not unexplored, it is explored. What I would say is it is underexplored. We are very good forest, the wildlife is exceptional. There is great potential. In fact, Northeast has always been said to have great potential for tourism. And saying, and it has always been only talk. It's a beautiful place. It has got great potential for food. But for the last 40 years, nothing was happening. But now there are more and more people who are taking more and more interest in the Northeast. People have become more aware that there are states like Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur, Meghalaya, Tripura. These are states where there is still ample scope for exploration. Now, coming to our main topic of the film industry or film tourism in Mizoram, as we have all heard the young people talking about films in Mizoram, I feel that yes, there is potential for film tourism in Mizoram, but the infrastructure that we have now in Mizoram would not help in making of films. If it is only places like Aizawl and Champhai and Lunglei or the Serchip or Thangeo, like Nepo was saying, these are places, yes. But we must remember that the people who will come to make films here in Mizoram, or for that matter, anywhere, they are businessmen. They are not charitable organizations. They are in the business of making money. I have found that when such type of film producers want to start or want to have a film production in a place, in a state, then they demand a lot of concessions from the state. They demand this, demand that. And for a state, small state like Mizoram, I do not think that it will be possible for the state to give so much of concessions. Yes, if we can get them to come and make films in Mizoram, then there will be a lot of job opportunities. There will be a lot of revenue, which Nepo has correctly pointed out. People can start companies where they will hire out, rent out equipment like cameras, lights, and all this other paraphernalia and equipment that shooting requires. They will need workers, they will need laborers, they will need extras, they will need transport, they will need people who know about the local, to run around. These are things which will help the state to generate a lot of income. When they had the shooting in Arunachal also, they have made a lot of money. They have given some concessions to the film production houses, but they have, on the other hand, the local people and the state also have gained a lot. And one thing which is very good, or you can say the positive thing of having a film shooting in a place, is as good as making a film, a brochure, or advertising the place. Because when people see that particular scene, excuse me, then they find it beautiful. The curiosity is generated and they would like to come. I have made a few a few points here. Like I said, there is a lot of potential, but the awareness among the people is not there. Not only of film tourism, forget about film tourism. There is even less awareness of the fact that the place, Mizoram, we ourselves are a tourist destination. If we are not aware that we are a tourist destination, then accordingly, we do not want to do things, or we do not take steps to do it. The government is not very not now. They were not very aware of what exactly tourism is. In Mizoram, especially, we thought tourism is, the government thought tourism is simply building tourist lodges all over the place. Do you know that there are 64 tourist lodges in Mizoram? Some in places where there are no footfalls at all. But they anticipated that there will be footfall. Now, talking about footfall, in tourism, we always talk about the number of footfalls. But for a state like Mizoram, we should not look at the number of footfalls, but the quality of the footfall, the quality of the visitor. We should not go for mass tourism. Mass tourism is out. Niche tourism, like Nepo was saying, niche tourism is in. The entire world, not only Mizoram, the entire world is going towards tourism of special interest. People are going for special interest. In the same way, we should project Mizoram in that line. I don't know about film tourism. That is why it is difficult for me to conceive about what film tourism will be about. Only thing that I can say is the topography, the landscape, the people like somebody was saying are very honest and trustworthy. Do you know that there are shops in Mizoram that do not have any shopkeepers? The vegetables and goods are kept along the road. There is a small tin, and each of these things are noted 100 rupees, 200 rupees. People just come, take it, put the money in the box. This is the quality of honesty and trustworthiness in Mizoram. So we are trustworthy, we are hardworking. And once our young people become more and more aware that we can also start making films in Mizoram, which we have done. I enjoyed Konglung. So it's a film that was made by Mapuia, but unfortunately he has not come. Such nicely shot film. There is potential, there is talent among us, among the young people. So all in all, I would say that if our friends from the film industry are watching this particular program, we invite you on behalf of the Mizo Tour Operators Association. We call ourselves ATOM, Association of Tour Operators Mizoram. So on behalf of the other travel agents and service providers, we invite you to come, and we will help you to make great films in Mizoram. Maybe one of our films may get, one of the films shot in Mizoram may get some award also. I think, Gulshan, Dr. Gulshan, it should be enough.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Napo, you gave him the nickname and he wants to call himself from Napoleon now Napo. Okay, he has raised the hand. Once the hand is raised, please go ahead.
I missed something. That's why I'd like to just
Please.
Regarding Film City, there was a Film City under development going on. The work was going on in near Rayek. What was that? Rayek Bulamika. Ailong Film City. There was a construction going on, but unfortunately the houses were burned. So the Film City is in ashes now. And the Film City is not like the Ramoji Film City. It's a very small, about 10 to 15 old Mizo houses, huts, which was made to shoot during the old times, the kings, the chiefs, the old traditional houses, not the Assam type or RCC types. They were all bamboo ones.
I think they have rebuilt it. The tourism department have rebuilt that Chhakchhuak there, and we have two places there. One is in Rayek now, and the other one is at Falcon.
Falcon Chhakchhuak, yeah. Falcon Chhakchhuak belongs to
Art and
Agriculture
Culture
Department, and Rayek Chhakchhuak belongs to
Tourism
Department.
Yes.
So these are the two. Actually, they're not Film City,
if I'm not
but they are.
mistaken, this Ailong, it belongs to INPR, huh?
Yeah,
Something like
INPR.
that.
Actually, it belongs to the village council. So they handed over to the INPR. So the work was being done, and then it got burned. So now there is no Film City as such, which will belong to INPR. The only film, actually it's not Film City, but model village, the typical Mizo model village in Rayek and Falcon. Now the thing is, when we are constructing Film City, I think we have not been able to understand the concept of Film City.
Okay.
So we need to understand the concept of Film City.
Mr. Napo, thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, we overshot 33 minutes. 9 o'clock I was to finish.
So, Gulshan, just one.
Yes,
one
please go ahead.
For our friends who are wishing to make films in Mizoram, the nodal officer is the director of INPR, Mrs. Lien Pui.
Just about to tell that.
She's the state film facilitation officer.
INPR department is a nodal department for films in Mizoram.
Yeah, so I think this may be an important
information.
Yes.
Very nice.
Major Dr. Gulshan, sir.
Very kind. Yeah, please.
If you want to check out, I think you have checked out the talent is not our problem, but then
I have witnessed, I have enjoyed.
What we lack is the opportunity and then the infrastructure.
I have been enjoying Vanappa Hall every week over there during my stay. Yeah. Going to the SBI bank and just over there. So I recall everything right over there.
So if
now,
you're looking for film tourism, with film comes music scoring. With music scoring,
yes.
So it's all going to be interrelated. So we can have the music museum also as well. And then next by Film City.
Yes.
And next by maybe something to do, a big auditorium for artists and like. So it can be like a 360-degree complex,
Okay.
Dreams.
Great. Yes, Mr. Booma. Yes. That's a wonderful suggestion which you had given for the music and film city and museum for the musical instruments. And we have gone step ahead, that we can have performances also there. Now, something quickly I'll run in 2 minutes before we close the session. And I'll give 1 minute to the lady also as to give a final call, whatever she wants to say. First of all, my thanks to Mr. Zoliana and my thanks to particularly all the dignitaries over here. Mr. Zoliana, you touched 3 points. One is lack of infrastructure. Second point, you mentioned that 64 tourist lodges are there. And then you talked about the quality of the tourist. That means we don't need mass tourism. We need selective tourism, high spending tourism, rich tourism, niche tourism. All that part is being taken care of, because post pandemic, there has to be a new packaging of tourism, new tour packages, new tourism destination. Like in domestic tourism, initially when it is starting up, people are going 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer near their own home places. They are not going in public transport. They are going on their own two-wheeler or four-wheeler with the family. Green tourism, nature tourism, organic tourism, village tourism, rural tourism, whatever name you want to call it. Now coming to the second stage over here, something very important. It depends on the volume of the business you want to generate. Let's take an example. If we want Mizoram to be known only for music festivals, music events, when we are talking about film city or film industry or film tourism, it is like one of these segments of tourism. Like you have got medical tourism. India becoming destination now for medical tourism. A lot of people are coming over here. Second part, post-pandemic, people will have more challenges. Should I shake my hand with Mr. Zoliana or not? Is it going to be safe for him and for me? Because anybody looking at you, today I'm complimenting you. You must go and see the YouTube. You can do the role of Mr. Pankaj Kapoor. You look like exactly like a celebrity Pankaj Kapoor of the Bollywood. Your personality is exactly like a Pankaj Kapoor. The way you speak, your style and all, and he's a very big celebrity in Bollywood. So I'm complimenting you today. You can get a role. You can be the Pankaj Kapoor of the Northeast India. So we can work out that tourism and film can come together. Okay, going to the second stage. This entire exercise is, first of all, the first part of exercise, what we have started. We are going to all the 8 stages. We want to understand from the stage, what is your potential? What is your interest? And what exactly you would like to promote? Which way you would like to go by? And one of the key area we had taken, you may call it a film tourism. You may call it entertainment tourism. You may call it MICE tourism. You may call it event tourism. You may call it entertainment tourism. You give any name, whatsoever you feel like. You can give any name, whatsoever you want. Aim is, Mr. Zoliana, the time is going to be very challenging in future. Education alone is not going to give employment to children. With education, you require skills. Even if children will have education and skills, still there will be a challenges, because we will not have that many job roles. We will not have that many employment opportunities. They got to go for entrepreneurship. They got to go for startups. They got to for new openings and new avenues, what you call it a niche tourism. So taking that into consideration, we got to think whatsoever is the size, it may be a documentary film. Now, if I tell in a very polite way, I have watched since morning 42 videos of Mizoram, 42 videos. And can you believe it? I found either music festivals. So it's very nice, because more and more music events are coming up. Secondly, they are talking in their own language. How do I explain to the tourist? How do I tell outsiders that come over here? So there is a need for us to repackage our tourism products, services, and marketing. And also, please think about it. Why can't we do documentaries on Mizoram tourism, showcasing? You mentioned about some beautiful places. I have enjoyed bamboo festivals. I have enjoyed bamboo pickle. I have enjoyed so much in Mizoram. I know so much about the state. So thereby, what I would like to make a request, there is a lot which can be done. Let's think with the open mind as a follow-up of this particular deliberation. Because how we started, initially we got all the travel and tourism heads of all the 8 states together and we discussed. This is the second part. Now we are inviting media entertainment. And when we talk about media entertainment, it could be anybody. I want to see on the television. Why don't we have Northeast children coming as a newscasters, as an anchor on the national television, reporting, going to different places, all that. When you're having different newspapers, why don't you have one page coming as a central page, exclusively on northeast part of India. I have got emotional bond with the soil because I have served over there and I understand what exactly can be done. And the time has come today. If Booma has got a talent, if he is for the music, if he is going for ICCR, I think the time has come. All the 8 states getting together. It is not necessary that we should have our separate film cities. Let's have one film city for the entire Northeast. Let's have all the things done together at one place. Let's have the costume, the culture, the art, the craft, the cuisine, the dances, the youth, and everything. And every evening, like Mr. Napo was mentioning, Ramoji City, that is a very big project. We are not talking about that. You can start from 25 acre. You can start from 30 acre. But every evening, if you have got a cultural display, musical display, dances, a lot of people would be there. It will be additional attraction and a value. People will spend money to pay to enjoy the entertainment in the evening. They will have a food there. They will buy some handicraft also. They will carry some souvenir also. They will carry some pictures also. There's a lot which can be done. We got to open up our vision and mind, because I have spent 40 years with the tourism, and tomorrow is going to be a wonderful presentation when I share. And when we are closing the entire Northeast series as a second part, because after this, we are going to have one full day conference where we will get all the tourism and the media entertainment people, even from Bollywood production houses together. And we will ask them, what do you want? What are you looking forward to? What do you need in Northeast? And then we will tell states, what do you want to package? What do you want to give? That is the way we want to take it forward. So tomorrow, what we are going to do, we are going to showcase some of the legends of tourism, the people who built tourism in this country. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you about 25 top people, and you will be amazed to know nothing was existing from the grass, from the blades, and everything over there, from the raw material. They built up a place like Surajkund Craft Mela. Can you imagine how many people come every year to see Surajkund Craft Mela? Can you see how many children are getting employment? How much is the revenue being generated? And I have gone on that place when the cattle and the buffaloes, they used to put cow dung over there and nothing else. That is the time I have seen that place. But that man had the vision. Tomorrow we are going to showcase 25 to 30 top visionaries of the tourism of India. They might have crossed 80 years, but tourism is emotion. Tourism is feeling. Tourism is dream. Tourism is showcasing something like a dream merchant and telling them, come and enjoy. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, my deep gratitudes and thanks. And let's give the final word to the lady, Madam Baryl, because she had been with the television, with the radio and everything. And now in the politics, I think let's have the final call from her. Please, lady.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know we're running out of time, so I'll just make it short, cut it to the chase. And as I have listened to all of the wonderful guests' suggestions and everything that they put into words, I was just like, tonight when you sent me the flyers, I was putting it out on my status. I think you saw it on Instagram. I even tagged you when I mentioned you. So many have asked me, like, what is this about? What you gonna do? Is there any theme that is worth talking? Or is there anything that we have exported to the northeastern or to the mainland India? So many were doubting us. Many were doubting this program because they have no idea, and it's not their fault, because nobody have an idea about it unless there is somebody who's going to give a helping hand to lift up all of this, showcase all of the talents and everything that we have we have in store. So we are so fortunate to open up a new world for film tourism or cinematic or drama, or it could be any kind of tourism, as you have mentioned. So what we need to do, I think, from my opinion, is set up a team that can be monitored by you or maybe your colleagues, so that we can find the right potential for whoever wants to know about this place, whoever wants to know about the longitude, the latitude, and the weather for the month of this and that, so that we can feed you what you need, or what is needed and required by the film industry, by the directors, the promoters, so producers, it could be so on and so forth. So I think we need to have one good team that is that's going to look in every direction, like they say, 360 directions, who are specialized in different skills, different lines, different professions. So we have to come together, contribute our skills and talents given to us by God, and then let's join hands and do it for the betterment, the development of our own state, of our own people, and we can also widen that. We can also go to the Northeast and then nationwide. So I think it's a game-changing plan, and it's a game changer. Tonight could be a game changer for all the Mizo, for all the Northeastern people. So I can't wait to see the outcome, the fruit of this meeting. Hopefully we'll catch up, and then we would, whatever we say tonight, whatever we hear from you tonight would become into practical, and then we will see the fruit. And then we are so fortunate to say that I am one of the person who planted the seeds that night, and I guess we would all like to have at least one role each when it comes to the fame. So we're so ready to do that. And thank you so much. You can always contact us, please, and remember, please know that we are going to back you up. We're supporting you, we're rooting you, and we will always be there for you if you need anything. So much love from Mizoram. Thank you, Palome.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thanks a lot. It's really wonderful setting up the team and seeing the potential, and then package, skill it, talent it. I wish to share two things very important before we close today's program. Number one, tomorrow is the Sikkim program at 8 p.m. and Sikkim has got the most friendly state in India award. Let's listen to what exactly they have done. How have they done? How have they packed it? And that's a small state, number one. Number two, on Monday, because 5th is the Teachers' Day, on 6th Monday at 8 p.m., you are going to meet the Government of India Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council professionals, and they will talk about how do you set up your own training hub, and how do you run for your own children in your own state, your own way, with the support of the Central Government of India. On 7th of September, that's on Tuesday, it's going to be the Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council, and they will showcase and tell you what exactly is this industry, where the future lies, and ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, you got to listen to the voice of the youth. What does today's youth want? Whether they want to go traditional way or they are more innovative way. In our times, we had to wait for hours together, and there used to be a sweet distribution when there was a local telephone being set up at home. But today, you just can get connected world over without spending a single rupee. This particular webinar, and I'm grateful to Jennifer Thanga from the Mizoram, Civil Services. She's the one who gave the leads and the links, Mr. P.L. Thanga and the other dignitaries. They are the one those packed. And when I spoke at length with Madam Baryl, she was kind enough to give me the patient hearing and understand what exactly is this program and what other 6 states has done. And Zoliana ji, when Koila was shot in Arunachal, there was no accommodation in Bombdilla. There was nothing available, but Shah Rukh Khan and Madhuri, they came, and 45 days film shooting. It's a game changer for the state. Any one day, any one program, like it is free of cost for all of us. Only the thing is we have invested time for our future generation. Thank you very much. Green morning, green afternoon, green evening, world over, because it's warming up in Canada, Latin America, USA, and people are going for their cup of tea now and coffee in European Union. And of course, it's late for my Mizo brothers and sisters, because 9:50 is really late for Northeast. I can understand. Thank you. Thank you very much.